properties of region of convergence. Now, we know when you find the Laplace transform of a particular signal, you always have to write the or mention the region of convergence along with this Laplace transform. Now, there are certain properties for this region of convergence or ROC of a particular signal. Now, the first property, if you know this property, you can directly say what will be the ROC of a particular transform or a particular signal. So, the first property of ROC is if this ROC region of convergence does not contain any poles. That means when you find the ROC of a signal, uh, it will be either to the right side, to the left side, or it will be in between. You are not supposed to find the poles in that particular region. So ROC does not contain any poles. It will not enclose any poles of the uh, function. So ROC does not contain any pole. That is the first property of region of convergence. Second property, with this property you can directly say the ROC of a right-sided signal. So if x of t is a right-sided signal means it will be having u of t term. The ROC of x of s, region of convergence of the transformed signal x of s, extends to the right of the rightmost pole and no pole is located inside ROC. No pole is located inside ROC. Okay. So if you have a right-sided signal, so let's take an example. To take the example of x of t is equal to 4 e raised to minus 2t u of t plus 3 e raised to minus 3t u of t. So this is a right-sided signal. Since you have this term u of t multiplied with this, this is the first signal, this is the second signal, and x of t is a combination of 1 and 2. Both of these are right-sided signals. So in such cases, when when x of t is a right-sided signal, ROC of x of s extends to the right of the rightmost pole and no pole is located inside ROC. So you have to write the poles. So here it is e raised to minus 2t and here it is minus 3t. So you can write poles are s equal to 2 and s equal to 3. Okay, so which is the rightmost pole when you draw the uh, uh, okay, so this is s equal to 2, s equal to 3. So these are your, sorry, it is s equal to minus 2 will come, no. So this will be 1 divided by s plus 2 and 1 divided by s plus 3 will be the terms. 4 divided by s plus 2 plus 3 divided by s plus 3 will be the transform. So poles will be s equal to minus 2 and s equal to minus 3. So minus 2 minus 3. So in such cases your ROC will be, this is the which is the rightmost pole here, rightmost pole is minus 2. So ROC will be right of rightmost pole. So this is the ROC. Okay. So this is the property of ROC. So if x of t is a right-sided signal, then ROC extends to the right of the rightmost pole. So you have to write the poles first, then identify which is lying in the right side, and then ROC extends to the right of that particular pole. Okay. Now next property, third property. Now if x of t is a left-sided signal, x of t is a left-sided signal, the ROC of x of s extends to the left of the leftmost pole, left of the leftmost pole, and no pole is located inside ROC. No pole is located inside ROC. Okay. So here also we will take one example. So x of t, you take it as e raised to 3t plus 5 e raised to 2t u of minus t. So in this case again you can identify the poles directly from the given signal. Poles will be, when I write the Laplace transform x of s, it will be equal to 1 divided by s minus 3 plus 5 divided by s minus 2. Okay. So this is left sided. So when left side signal is given, plot the ROC. Region of convergence will be, what is given? It will be to the left of left sided, to the left of leftmost pole. So here the leftmost pole is 2. 2 is lying in the left side. So ROC will be left. It extends to the left of leftmost pole. So this is the third property. Okay. So we have considered a case of right sided signal and left sided signal. Now you have if the signal is a two-sided signal, that is if it is extending towards right and left. So if x of t is a two-sided signal, the ROC of x of s is a strip in S plane bounded by poles and no pole is located inside ROC. Okay. So this also you can write down. X of t is equal to, let it be, e raised to t u of t plus e raised to minus t u of minus t. So in this case your s will be equal to 1 and minus 1. So your region of convergence will be a strip between 1 and minus 1. So ROC will be between, this is minus 1, this is 1. So it will be between, it will be a strip between two poles, 1 and minus 1. So this is the fourth property, and now we'll see the last one. Last property, fifth property. Now, impulse function is the only function for which the ROC is the entire S-plane. This is the last property of ROC. So if you are given with the ROC as the entire S-plane, you can directly identify the signal will be impulse signal. So with this property you can find out the correct transform or correct signal when you perform inverse Laplace transform. So these are the 5 properties of region